shot at the studio?
Can you say that again?
This gang meeting with Mo, is this the same meeting that occurred after Rich Homie Quan's car was shot up at the music studio?
Driving make you feel some type of way. I know you do that custom right.
Is it after? I don't know.
And is this the same shooting that Nut was at that studio as well when Rich Homie Quan's car got shot up, correct?
Yeah, it's them. I don't know. I don't know who was at where. I don't know.
Now, last week, do you remember saying that that meeting was about you? This gang meeting was about you. Do you remember saying that?
And who I told it to?
Mr. Steele and Mr. Shard.
It's the way you ask me the question. You got to ask me the same way they ask me.
Let me ask you this. The meeting about the gang meeting with Mo, that meeting wasn't just about you, correct?
Is it just about me?
Yeah, was it just about you?
The part I know about.
Wasn't this also about Thug? Weren't and Thug discussed at this meeting as well?
Is it what they brought his name up?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Do you remember telling Investigator Thorpe that this meeting was about you and Thug?
I told you I had to keep going to me. When they were questioning me, I was trying to, bring him in it. I mean, like.
I want to play Stacey Exhibit 370Y.
I don't get it.
78YA at 306:35.
I got to listen to it?
Yes, please.
Yesterday, Friday.
It's not playing on this thing right here.
The meeting.
It's on here, but it's not playing. The headphone might be broke.
Can you push it? Make sure it's all the way pushed.
It's already in.
We'll just play it for a little while. Maybe it'll pick up afterwards.
What day is today? Saturday. Yesterday, Friday. They have a meeting. The meeting, like it was a blood meeting, and the meeting was about me and Thug. You and Thug. Me and Young Thug. But the whole time, I'm telling him like, what Thug got to do with this, bro? Young Thug with this dog. Young Thug, the rapper. I'm like, what he got to do with this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm don't pay me no attention. I'll pay y'all no attention. No, I listen to him. But it was a guy that was supposed to say kill me and Young Thug. So I asked, I got to tell his man on, like, he like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, ain't that like they said? So another guy talking like, ain't that like they said? So I'm like, okay, they just lying. He like, yeah. So next thing you know,
I'm going to stop it at 307:39. Mr. Copeland, you're the person who brought up Thug, correct?
I guess so.
Detective Thorpe never brought up Thug, correct?
Right, correct.
Matter of fact, he had to clarify who you were talking about, correct?
Yes.
All right. So
remember how I was telling you that I take a little bit of piece of the truth?
So again, when it has to deal with Thug, that part is a lie. But you being on the plate isn't a lie. But Thug being on the plate is a lie. Is that what you're trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is, when I was talking to Detective Thorpe, I wasn't raised to tell the truth to the police. So, whatever. If you listen to what I said in the interview, I said, what Thug have to do with this? So if it was about me and Thug, why would I be saying what Thug had to do with it? Shit, I would already know.
Okay. But this is because this was a gang meeting that they were putting you on the plate, correct?
I ain't never been on no plate.
Okay. They wanted to kill you and Thug. That's what you told the detective.
Yes, that's what I told the detective.
Right. Now, also on cross-examination, do you recall talking about meetings that you had with the state of Georgia multiple times? Do you remember talking about meetings that you had with Ms. Love, with me, with Investigator Long? Do you remember that?
Yes.
All right. Now, Cross, do you remember Mr. Steele asking you about when I, Ms. Love, met with you at the Fayette County Jail?
Okay.
Right. And do you remember that line of questioning?
If you said the same way he did, I will. I remember him asking about y'all, though.
All right. Now, when we met, do you recall it being me, Ms. Love, and actually Investigator Viverito that met with you at the Fayette County Jail?
Which time?
The only time that I ever met you at the Fayette County Jail.
You only came once?
Do you recall me coming to the Fayette County Jail one time to meet with you?
I thought you came more than once.
Okay. Do you remember going to?
I'm telling you what I remember. I thought you came more than once.
That's fine. Do you remember me coming with Ms. Love and Investigator Viverito?
I thought you came with Ms. Love and Ms. Rolette and Long.
Okay, we'll talk about that meeting because that did happen, but I wasn't there. But we'll talk about that too.
Sustained.
In November, do you remember us meeting in November of 2022? Sure. Do you remember us meeting in November of 2022?
I remember you down there. We were laughing. Yeah.
Okay. And that was the first time we ever met. Would you agree?
Yeah, that was the first time I ever seen you.
Okay. And do you remember I was standing on the back wall because I didn't know who you were.
Yes.
You were standing on a wall over to the side.
I remember you was quiet most of the time.
Okay. And Ms. Love and Investigator Viverito was standing on the other side of you. Do you remember that?
They were sitting by each other, I think.
Yes. And do you remember telling me you don't know me, so you were being very observant of what I would say to you? Do you recall that?
I'm more watching me Verito.
And why were you watching Investigator Viverito?
Because she had her phone in her hand, trying to be slick.
And what did you think was happening with the phone in her hand?
Y'all was trying to trick me again.
Okay. And when we say trick you again, what do you mean?
Well, not y'all, but the state was trying to trick me again.
And when we met, did you tell us that you did not want to testify?
I think so.
Yep. And did you told us that you had left all this stuff in the past?
They sound like somebody I say.
And did you tell us that you were upset because when you needed our help, we didn't help you?
I guess.
Do you remember talking to us about Gaither not helping you out back in 2015?
I guess.
Do you remember telling us that we should have got your testimony back then when you were really willing to help us out?
I guess.
Do you remember talking to Ms. Love about a case that she worked on with one of your friends?
I most definitely do.
Okay.
And she denied it.
All right. And do you remember us talking about the fact that you wanted to write a book?
No, I told you I wrote a book.
And that you wanted to get it published, correct?
I said I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to put it out because it had too much violence in it.
And is that what you told us, it had too many bodies?
Violence.
Oh, okay. And did you tell us that you didn't have a court date and you were trying to get you a court date?
That's what I said. Yeah, I said y'all would stop me from going to court.
And did we tell you we were going to try to figure out why you didn't have a court date?
Yes.
All right. Isn't it true when we met, we never talked about any details about 2015?
Miss Love tried to.
But we never discussed it, correct?
What you mean?
We never went into details about anything that Little D told you. We never went into details about any of the Club Crucial. We never went into details about the facts of 2015. Isn't that fair? Overruled.
And speaking to your mic also when you're making objections. Thank you.
See that before you put me on this stand in front of the jury. The jury didn't even have to hear or see me. But y'all still forced me up here. I told you I was going to plead the fifth. And y'all like, why would I plead the fifth? And I told y'all why, because I lied. So don't put me up here and expect for me to say something that is a lie. If you ask me the truth, and I can tell you the truth. And the truth is, I didn't see these boys commit no crime. I'm not trying to protect nobody. I don't even know some of them over there.